Hello guys and welcome to Hell, aka the cycled production hopper on Forza Motorsport 7. Well actually, sorry, it's called the cycled divisions hopper. Now the reason I say it's Hell is because, well, I haven't driven any of these cars before, and neither's anyone else. I didn't mean to do that, so sorry to the guy in the red who hits absolutely nothing and stops. So, up into 11th, or down to 11th. I didn't pay attention to what position I started in. I think we're up. I think we've profited. So, yes, this hopper, carnage. I wasn't doing too great in it, I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Got smoke up ahead. Everyone seems to be facing the right way still though. So we're on to the back of Agent Cannon. And, well, this car, it just oversteers all the time. Even in third gear it oversteers. You know, wheels just start spinning, back end kicks out. It'll probably happen in fourth and fifth gear too. So, what can we do to tame the beast? Not a lot, as we get more oversteer. I reckon I probably would have been faster with traction control on in this car, to be honest, but I didn't want to be too much of a noob. Now, he was just glitching all over the place in front of me and I just didn't know where to go, so I'm going to give him a little love tap. But it's okay, because he is going to return the favour and nudge me off. Thank you for that, Cannon. It's alright though, we're still with him. Haven't gone face first into a tyre wall. So, deceivingly tight corner, that one. Do have to get on the brakes a bit. Now we are onto the back of Agent Cannon here, and I take a terrible line. So I'm not going to be quite on the back of him. I just find it so hard to get the power down in this car. It's a struggle. Taking another terrible line. I know the cars feel quite heavy, apart from when you're going in a straight line and you're not wheel spinning. Feels light as hell until you have to brake. So we're going to get a little run on Agent Cannon here, and for some reason he just starts going super slow. Oh no, we are in Australian V8 supercars. He was probably debating pulling over and having a barbecue on the grass somewhere. Like this patch of grass here on the left, that would be perfect for a barbecue. See all the mayhem into the tight first turn. Well, first tight turn. So, lap number 3. Can we reel in, what's his name? Big McSimon effects.
Sorry,
and on the brakes nicely. We have closed the gap a bit. Trying to tame the oversteer. Doing my very best. Oh, it's so hard. I mean, it might not look hard watching it, but God, just trying to keep traction, it's impossible. I did have fun in this car though, but obviously because it's cycled division, you get this car once and you're probably never going to see it again. Well, not for another, well, I don't know, 300 hours if you constantly stay in this hopper. So crossing the line for lap number 4, and literally nothing else happened. The gap between me and the guy in the front opened up the tiniest bit. So skipping to the end of that, my lap time was a couple of seconds off the pace, but whatever. So on to Spa, into the Corvette DP, I think it's called. Oh no, that's what it was called in Assetto Corsa. I'm not sure about this. Carnage, trying to avoid, couldn't avoid. I had a guy in another Corvette, yellow one, doing a plie in front of me. So yeah, I had to pick this car because it was the only car I had in this division. Same as the last. Actually, no, I didn't have one for the last division. I got given it. Actually, no, I think I got given this car as well just to use because I didn't have one for this division. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm taking a terrible line up Eau Rouge. I didn't think that car was ghosted out. I could have just gone through him, but Better safe than sorry, I guess. So coming along the long straight, can't remember what it's called. On the brakes nicely. Just about avoiding the mayhem on the left there. I'm a bit wobbly in this car, you know, that's the problem with this hopper, man. People aren't used to the cars that they just get chucked straight into. I prefer, you know, getting a couple of practice drives in before I just cut a corner. Sorry, this car was turning in really nicely, you know. I'd gone from the V8 supercars, which weren't quite as good as turning into this, which, you know, was 10 times better. Even though this isn't the best turning car in this division. Very good in a straight line, though. So, let's see what we can do to close the gap on General Thiago here. These guys up ahead are having a battle, so that is going to help me close the gap a bit. Yeah, they're going side by side and having to come off their line a bit. Not the cleanest racing by anyone here. Now I've got a guy coming up my outside. I'm gonna back off and let him go. I don't really want to start battling yet. It's only lap number 1. I don't want to lose too much time. And he's gonna battle with them, and that's gonna allow me to, you know, close the gap on everyone into this hairpin and get a move done on him, Chubana. I'm up the inside of Chubana. I don't know why I went on the inside line here. There was no need for me to do that, but I did it anyway, you know. So I'm gonna make the move on Thiago here. It's all getting a bit tight though. I'm not liking the look of this. Hooking up Eau Rouge a lot nicer this time though. Did take a little bit of that grass line, but it didn't send me off course, thank God. I am losing time to Coco Gamer up here a little bit. As you might see, I'll go off a bit. I did have traction control on as I make the move up the inside of Coco Gamer. He had a bit of a mistake. So jumping forward to lap number 3. Now I did close the gap on P3 here, but I looked for the move up the inside, and that, even with traction control on, that is completely gonna send me into a spin. I don't know how I couldn't control that. That was terrible. So that's completely ruined my chances of a P3, and nothing else happened that race. So I've got to skip to the end of that one. So I was like, oh, this hopper's good. I'm getting given Chevy DP, getting given V8 supercars. Oh, my lap time was pretty good in this race as well. Only half a second off the pace to Coco Gamer. So yeah, it was going well, nice hoppers and whatever, and then I get stuck in whatever this thing is. I've never driven a truck or whatever this is in my life. I don't know why it's got 2 spare tyres on the back. You know, apart from the fact that it's probably got a pretty big engine, it looks like the kind of thing my mum would probably drive to Asda to do the food shopping. We've got cars all over the place in front of us here. I don't know how. These cars are pretty easy to keep going in a straight line unless someone decides to side swipe you. What a dick. But anyway, getting on the brakes a lot earlier than these guys, because I anticipated that this car would weigh about 8,000 tons, about the same as the Titanic. So getting on the brakes nice and early was a good shout, in my opinion. I'm going to try and chuck one up the inside of these guys, get the run. No, apparently I'm not getting the run, even though I managed to stay on the track and they didn't. I think there was something fishy going on there with the physics that Forza has going on. But whatever, I digress. So getting on the brakes early for this corner as well, and I still go out a little bit wider than I'd normally like to. This car did have a bit of a kick of oversteer when shifting into second from first, so probably best to just keep it in second, to be honest. It was only that gear that was a problem. I don't even know what this car is. I have to check my lap time at the end to tell you. The Ford. A massive Ford that weighs a kiloton. I'm just going to get a nudge. Going to get another nudge. I'm guessing the guy behind me had a faster car in a straight line. I'm going to go off the track a bit. Dirty my lap. Boo-hoo. I didn't even care about this race. You know what? What am I driving? So we're on the back of Cam Hire. Oh no, we're not. We're on the back of Chaos Dean. He's gone off the track and he's going to swerve. What are you doing? Don't do that to me. Stay off my car. Sorry, boat. More like a ferry. Like getting the ferry from Dover to Calais, crossing the English Tunnel. That kind of ferry. P&O. Right. Brake. Car weighs a ton. Gonna have to shift down into first. Get a bit of wheel lock up. We're up the inside of the Mini, and our friend in the faster car is going to give us a little NOS boost. Just about keeping one wheel on the track. Still dirty though, but you know, these guys have had a come in together, and I'm going to slip up the middle. So that's put us into 8th. And jumping forward to the end of the race, because nothing else happened, I am going to get super late on the brakes. Sorry, this isn't the end of the race. I get super late on the brakes, and that loses me a position. And then after that, nothing else happened. That was your lot. Thank God that wasn't the most fun that you can have on this game. So, thank you for watching the video very much, guys. It was a Ford Ranger. Good for the Ford Ranger. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.